stop? Yeah, just stop right here.
Poor guy. What did you do to him? God, Steve, an afternoon with you, and look what happens.
I don't know, man. I worked my charm.
Oh, man, that's
The noise he makes.
What did he do?
You know, he kept saying like, "Oh, I went out, we were partying like," and he kept on telling me he was like, you know, when I was in high school and college, I was the guy that puked all the time. I know. He's like, now I puke the next day.
This is one of the heavier songs on the album, called Mr. Amsterdam right now. I don't know what's gonna be called that one when it's on the album. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go in on the very end of it. How's that? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the whole thing's a lot more heavier than the last one. It's just kind of the way we've been growing into a heavier kind of thing. It's just what came out of Derek when he wrote it.
I think change is always good for bands if it is good. Like, sometimes people make records that are different than the last, but it's not that good and it doesn't do well. But if it change is good, then it can be successful. And I don't know, it's all just the music, really, if it's good music. Still not right on. All right. Okay, get it again.
Everything's planned down to, like, the strums that we're playing, you know what I mean? You're in a list of the guitar stuff that's left here. There's only a couple pages left. Before that, there was a lot more. Yeah, it's pretty good.
These are all my demos, and I always forget my lyrics and how I sang stuff, so I have to go back and see what how I sang everything.
You speak for all of us when you can't be heard.
This song is called Food. I don't know why.
How did you come up with the title?
Well, when I was trying to think of the title, I was really hungry at the time and I wanted food, so that became the title. It probably won't be that on the album because it's a pretty terrible name for a song. It'll have some other title that's probably equally as terrible.
Actually, I don't think any of the songs really, like, out of like
There's
12,
no
there's like 3 titles.
Yeah.
The rest of them have like temporary titles, like Butthole and like Ass Face, or something. I don't know, like. What are you doing in here? It's our interview!
You find you're able to get away with more these days now that you guys...
Well, I can sometimes, I get caught with stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But Derek, I guess maybe because he's so, like, he's not a tall person, he's not a big, intimidating looking guy. And when he's drunk, he's like the guy that everybody wants to be around. So even if he could like sleep with your wife and crash your car, and he'd still be like, ah, you little monkey, you know?
Exactly.
So he gets away with murder.
I'm not crazy.
Well, you can get pretty crazy.
Not true.
It's so true. Like when you did the thing with the face and the burger and the guy.
This was in Vancouver.
The
last show of the tour. No, okay, there's this dude, some eBay guy, been following me around all day.
eBay guys are guys that take your picture and then they sell it on eBay when you sign it.
He's following me around all day, like everywhere we went, just like stalking me. And then I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna sign it. And he followed me all the way to this bar, like 10 blocks. And I had a double whooper with cheese. And he came out and he took a camera and threw it and took a picture right in my face. So I grabbed my
with
whooper.
the flash.
Is that right?
Smeared it all on his face and grabbed his head and threw him away.
Did he fight back?
No, he ran and cried. There was a cop right there. Ran and got the cop and there's all this stuff.
He was like, oh, officer, assault.
With
the
a
cop
bun dripping
got
off.
mad at him though for falling
well,
dead.
Then we had to sit there talking to this cop for 20 minutes. All the whole time, had mayonnaise, cheese, all his ear hanging out of his face. That's right, I got you.
You know, we like to say that we're the smallest band in rock, and you'd think like, well, who's the tallest man? You say 6'1", or however.
6'5".
Whatever. 5'11".
No, you're 6'4".
But then you say, oh, well, you've obviously got a big guy. And we're like, well, actually, he weighs 80 pounds.
Time to do bass. The actual instrument I play.
Well, it's kind of like an actual instrument. It's like halfway there. It's almost like a real instrument like the guitar, but it's kind of like a cop-out.
You bang on things.
No. I keep the beat. Much more complicated. Much more complicated. In fact, I think I've been playing mine longer, so. Ooh. Like, I'm at the, what's called the intermediate level. Cohen's still novice.
Here's my amp. Mic'd it up myself. There's the Norge.
I forgot Dave's. And I forgot that Steve's now a vegan.
You can't have cake.
So there couldn't be more eggs and milk. I can't believe I didn't get a vegan cake.
Vanilla cake's the
But
best.
what the hell would a vegan cake be? It'd be like too hard as a rock.
There'd be no eggs.
There'd be no eggs, which means no fluff,
No fun, no taste.
no fun, and no taste.
Dave was already out here.
Dave. We know how to throw a surprise party.
Yeah! It's our birthday! Steve and Dave! And there's chocolate on it. I can't eat it, but thanks, guys. Yeah! Put her there. Ah, especially you! And Cone! I love you, man! So I have flapping gums. Dave's got perfect teeth. Derek knows that he doesn't only have to eat his hamburgers, he can assault people with them. Cone's thin.
That's that. Okay.
We really opened up how we broadened people's view of the band.
Let's go watch the puke again. Thanks, guys. Thanks for that. Okay. Yeah, I gotta run upstairs. We'll see you guys later, okay? Okay. Thanks for everything, eh, guys? Yeah, no problem. It was cool.
Thanks.
See ya. Good. Bye, Greg. Are we allowed to have some cake?
Yeah, eat some cake, I guess.
Save a little bit for me, you goddamn
sliver.
So am I still waiting for this world to stop hating?